Banana Island, Lagos. 6:45 p.m. The hum of the air conditioner and the clink of cutlery filled the glossy dining room. Bayo sat at the glass table, pushing his rice around with his fork. Across from him, his wife Ada glanced up from her phone. "You're quiet tonight," she said, softly. He looked up, hesitated, then sighed. "I went to Makoko today." Ada paused. "Makoko? For work?" "No. Not really," he said, setting his fork down. "After the site meeting in Bariga, I took a drive through the old area. I ran into Uncle Tund." Her eyebrows lifted. "Your mum's cousin?" He nodded. "Still living in the same shack, still running the canoe rental." Flashback TP Makoko streets. Bayo had stepped out of the car, his polished shoes wobbling on the wooden walkways. The air was thick with brine and smoke. Children laughed barefoot near boats, and women stirred pots beside open sewage. Then he heard, "Bayo?" He turned. Uncle Tund was older, thinner, but unmistakable. "You?" Tund said, shaking his head. "Banana Island suit inside Makoko. You must have forgotten us by now." Bayo smiled, awkwardly. "Never. This is home." "Home?" Tund scoffed. "Then why were your bulldozers here years ago? You remember when they came, right? Said they were building Lagos?" "Building for who?" "Back in the apartment." Bayo rubbed his face. He wasn't wrong. "I was part of the planning team. You remember the LMDGP, right? The project with the World Bank. New roads in Bariga. Drainage systems in Mushin. Schools. Clinics." Ada nodded. "Yes, and didn't you say it helped thousands?" "It did," Bayo said quietly. "We connected 9 slum communities to better roads. Created over 30 kilometers of drains. Set up health centers. Even rental prices increased, some areas became safer, cleaner." "So what's bothering you?" "Conflicted gains. I helped map out part of the Makoko upgrade zone," he said, voice low. "We wanted to build over the water and bring in new housing. But they never truly involved the community. People were evicted. No fair warning. No compensation. And some of us knew. We watched it happen." Ada was silent for a moment. "But you were doing your job. Lagos is growing. You didn't make those decisions alone." He shook his head. "Still. I escaped that world through education. Hard work. And luck. Now my son gets private school and clean water. But the kids I grew up with? They lost homes when the bulldozers came. It wasn't just concrete we laid, it was memory we erased." A planner's truth. Ada reached across the table, placing her hand over his. "Maybe you can't change what's already happened. But you're still in that office. You're still in a position to do better next time." Bayo looked up. "You said it yourself," she added. "Lagos is like a child growing too fast. But the answer isn't to abandon the old clothes, it's to stitch new ones that fit everyone. Including Makoko." He smiled faintly. "Maybe you should be the planner."